Since they have announced that they're planning to revamp Hanzo, I've been eagerly waiting for it since he's one of my favorite heroes to play. But in the meantime, I gotta try to find his most optimal build. His build is a bit more tricky because you can either choose to go for full power or the Trinity build. I personally like to do something a bit different and add Thunderbolt to the mix. From experience, I've noticed that in the late game, it's really hard to get close to the opponents because they will have so much damage that they can pop the Shadow right away. This video is brought to you by Red Magic Nova Gaming Tablet. The Red Magic Nova Gaming Tablet not only has one of the best looking and most futuristic designs, but it's also one of the most powerful tablets right now. It's the world's first gaming tablet that is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 leading version chip, which will allow you to play any AAA games with ease. And if you're worried about overheating it for playing for too long, especially those games with heavy graphics, then you don't have to worry because you can turn on the fan, and it's the first tablet with an internal 3D heat pipe, allowing you to have a very long gaming session. Also at the back, you can even turn on these RGB lights. It has a 2.8 crystal clear resolution screen with 144Hz refresh rate, which makes the graphic looks absolutely incredible on this device. This battery also lasts a very long time, but more importantly, it can be charged extremely fast. If you like what you saw, get your own Red Magic Nova gaming tablet by using the link in the description.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
There's no need to help Hanzo take the buff, unless you suspect that the opponents might invade your jungle.
Request backup!
Sacrifice your soul or your flesh.
If Khalid was the one on the opposite team, then for certain I will ask for assistance because we know that Kadidi loves to poke others. Remember to use ping to alert your teammates that you're about to gank their lane. If they're decent, they will try to masturbate the counterpart. I know that a jungler started with the purple buff first, which means his rotation will be towards the top lane. That's why I feel safe going to his jungle. I was so glad that it wasn't me who had to deal with Kadidi in this match. But that's why I almost always only pick Hanzo if we have the last pick, because the opponents are decent, they will almost certainly pick a hero to hard counter you. And Kadidi is definitely one of them. I was planning to gain top, but looking at the map, I thought it was very likely she was just gonna back up, and their tank was probably waiting in the bush as well. Not a very ideal scenario. So instead, I will go for a more guaranteed kill. These Phobius must be wondering why the hell am I ganking his lane so often when he's supposedly not a very squishy hero. But sometimes you gotta do the unexpected to get a better result. That's what I want to see more roamers doing when we outnumber the opponents by a lot. The tank should use turret dive and tank a few turret shots so the damage dealers can do the rest. Kadidi is one of the best roamers to team up with because he creates so much chaos and distraction in the front line, which allows an opportunistic hero like Hanzo to do his shenanigans. Unfortunately, you cannot slow down somebody who has used sprint.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy launch attack.
Tigre thought he was safe and started to spam recall.
Inside that.
He tried to outplay me by trying to predict my first skill, but he just outplayed himself. I didn't even have my first skill ready, so if he only ran back straight, he was gonna be fine.
Your team destroyed a turret. An enemy has
Face.
killing spree.
Inside that.
You can farm Thunderbolt stack quite easily with second skill. Remember that his second skill procs basic attacks passive. Can fight without my ult. It'll be too risky if their Suyo shows up and does his full combo on us.
Inside that.
An ally has slain the turret. Team destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
I thought Cyclo's ult would certainly kill Tigreal, so I tried to go for the marksman instead.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Tremble.
Team destroyed a turret. Team destroyed a turret.
By the way, look at how many Thunderbolt stacks I got.
Legendary.
Because my second skill hit 2 of them, I got 2 stacks. That's pretty cool. Okay, Granger. Good thing he got shut down, or else I probably will not get the MVP here. The reason why I like Gold Staff on Hanzo is because you can activate his first skill a lot quicker. I think Malefic Gun might work great on him as well. Maybe I should swap out Hunter Strike and go for the Trinity build plus Thunderbolt and Malefic Gun. I think that might be very deadly. Our Granger is not happy with me because he knows I'm about to take the MVP.
Killing spree. Victory!
Actually, not even close. Anyway, does anybody know when exactly they're finally gonna release the Hanzo revamp on the official server? I just cannot wait for it. Thanks for watching and see ya.